Let's talk here about the Diamondbacks yesterday, getting a massive win 9-0 against the Baltimore Orioles. And it feels like the good vibes are back. And I don't want to spend a crazy amount of time talking about the Arizona Diamondbacks because it seems like they're starting to get some of that swagger back, recovering from what was a huge blow in losing Ketel Marte earlier in the season. But what I have done this year largely when talking about the Arizona Diamondbacks is defending the skipper, Torey Lovullo. And I think, once again, I was proved right about Torey Lovullo, and some of the discourse about Torey Lovullo has been proved wrong. And one of the things I've said is this team is being ran by a computer. I think if you think Torey Lovullo has his hands all over this Diamondbacks team, I think you're crazy. I think this is largely a Mike Hazen-run operation. Now, nothing against Torey. That's not his job. That's not his lane. I don't think he's just some talking head. But Torey is the fall guy to some of Mike Hazen's blunders. And that's okay. This team has largely been pretty competent under the Mike Hazen, Torey Lovullo regime. Only a couple of playoff appearances, but they've barely been awful. And I think what you saw last night is a perfect or I think what you saw 2 nights ago is a perfect demonstration and illustration on why Torey Lovullo is perfect for this Arizona Diamondbacks team and is everything that I've been saying about this Diamondbacks team. Torey Lovullo is not an X's and O's, for lack of a better term, skipper in the MLB. What he is there for is relations and fostering those relations and standing by his guys. That's what he does. Now, of course, he's managing the bullpen from time to time, and he's pitch hitting guys that he never gets credit for when it works out, but only blame when it doesn't. And I don't think that's fair, but that's fandom. That's what happens. I'm not going to lose my brain cells over that. But I think what you saw a couple of nights ago is exactly why Torey Lovullo is perfect for this Arizona Diamondbacks team. Merrill Kelly. And I think you saw this the other night, the way he defends his guys. Merrill Kelly clearly strikes out one of the Baltimore Orioles batters. I think it was Carson Kelly, former Diamondback legend Carson Kelly. He said tongue-in-cheek. Strikes him out. Merrill Kelly's pissed off. Torey Lovullo comes out, lets the first base umpire have it. That's what Torey does. Torey protects his guys. No, Merrill, go ahead. Head back to the dugout. I've got this. I'm not going to let you feel like you're not supported. And that's what Torey's job is. Torey is for lack of a better term, he's the dad of this team. And all these players are his kids. And he loves them all equally. And when he sees one of his guys are not being treated properly, he's going to let you have it. Now, at times, he can be a little soft, or he can have a blunder when it comes to managing the bullpen or pinch hitting guys. But that's not his forte. He is here to foster relationships and have a connected team. And what does he say? A connected team is a bleeping dangerous team. And that's what Torey does. Goes out there, lets the first base umpire have it. Waves off Kelly and says, don't worry, I got this. Don't worry about it. I'll let this guy know. If anyone's getting thrown out, it's me. Now, honestly, I don't remember if Merrill Kelly did end up getting thrown out in that game. He shouldn't have. The first base umpire was completely out of line. But Torey goes out there and protects his guys. And do you want to know who respects the hell out of that? Not you on Twitter, not me doing a show, the players in the dugout. They see that and they go, damn, do I want to go to war for that guy. I don't want to let this guy down. And that's what Torey does. He will blow a gasket for one thing and one thing only if he feels like you disrespected his players. Kelly was disrespected, or at least it felt that way to Torey, and he goes out there and lets a guy have it. Corbin, I got this. Kelly, I got this. Gallen, I got this. Let me get thrown out, not you. And that's what I love about Torey. And, my guy, Arizona Cardinals fan 1, says Kelly did get thrown out. I think a lot of that was very premature. I think Torey was trying to stop Kelly from getting thrown out in that game. But the point still stands. You see your guy go to bat for you, that fires you the hell up. And that's what you saw the Diamondbacks did. They come back, or not they come back, but they hold on to the lead. They beat the Orioles. And then the very next day, After Torey comes out and says, damn, it felt good to go after them. I slept like a baby that night after screaming at the first base umpire. The team comes out with their hair on fire and beats the hell out of the Orioles. It's a good team. Adley Rutschman and company. And what do the Diamondbacks do? Doesn't matter if Charlie Morton's on the mound or whoever the hell the Orioles are rolling out there. They beat the hell out of them. Corbin Carroll stays hot. Josh Naylor hits a home run. Jake McCarthy gets his first hit. You think all that is coincidence? I don't think so. I think that's a manager fostering relations with his team. Stop getting in your head about what Torey does in terms of who's starting, who's in the lineup card. I don't think that's him. I think a lot of that is a computer or that being Mike Hazen controlling a lot of what the Arizona Diamondbacks do behind the scenes. Torey's a fall guy. His bread and butter is relationships and getting a team to want to fight for him, and fight for him they do. They love this guy. They go to bat for this guy. And for all the people, and I used to be in that camp of you should want to fire Torey Lovullo, I guarantee you, if you went into that Diamondbacks dugout and took a tally of the who would want to fire him, who doesn't want to fire him, no one would ever find out. I guarantee you, largely everyone, nearly unanimous, would say, don't you dare fire the skipper. We love that guy. And a lot of that is what matters in baseball. It's psychological. Not a ton of it is X's and O's. You need a guy like Torey that can build those relationships. And I got to be honest with you, if this was Torey's last season, of course, heads would roll if this season just went awry and they didn't make the playoffs and they were just abysmal at the second half of the season. I get that. We'll talk about it if that happens. But right now, what Torey Lovullo is doing is getting a team to want to fight for each other, and that's what he does.